Broadcasting live from the ESPN Radio Winchester studios, diving headfirst into Florida's finest brand of nonsense. It's time for What the Florida Friday on Franklin County's favorite morning show. The starting lineup, fueled by Loco Coffee. And now for your hosts, Joe Abraham and Chewy.
Good morning and welcome into the starting lineup. ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester. I am Joe Abraham alongside Chewy, and it is a What the Florida Friday.
Good morning, Joe Abraham.
Good morning, my friend.
Brett Crabtree also says good morning. Good morning, Brett Crabtree.
Brett Crabtree beat me into the show this morning.
He did. It was very slick.
Good job by him.
We saw Brett yesterday.
We did. Brett stopped by, picked up his hat. You know, Brett is registered for the Quarterback Club Classic over there at the Bear Trace.
And on a different team than you.
Yes, he is on the Crabtree group.
Crabtree group.
Yes, the Crabtree group has basically all Crabtrees all the time. And my only request is that they be put in the group, like as you're doing the holes. Put them in the group in front of us because I want to be hitting into them all day long.
Brett also said, nice of you to join us, Joe.
Appreciate it. Was I on camera when I came running in the room?
Yeah, I switched the camera and you ran off. And I was just like,
oh.
I turned the camera on. You're just like, all right, I've had enough.
Minor emergency. Speaking of hats, look at my sweet new lid.
That is pretty sick.
Pretty sick. And inside of, well, hold on. So the devil's in the details, right? So this one, again, coming from Fincham Sportswear. Inside of it, Chewy, it's got like this ribbon that holds the hat together. The ribbon says Rebels all inside of it. And then on the back, I'm not sure if you can see this on the camera, there's a little tag, little brand tag. It's a FC. It is so sharp.
It really is. Really classy details. It's really cool.
I'm also wearing another Breaking Bad golf shirt today. And speaking of Breaking Bad golf, that's a nice shirt you're wearing.
Hey, yeah. I tossed this in the wash as soon as I got it and popped it out this morning.
The first day, I didn't even wash mine. The first day that he brought the swag over, that's the one that I wore.
Yeah.
It's like my new favorite shirt.
I love this material.
Yeah.
It's got a hood on it, too.
Yeah, I know.
So I feel really cool.
Now you know why I work out. I work out, well, sometimes. I work out just so I can wear gear like that. Just because.
I'm just skipping that step.
Yeah.
I'm just wearing the gear. No, but this is awesome stuff.
Well, he brought us some gear, and we've got some giveaway stuff. I gave away a hat yesterday. If you have not gotten in a golf tournament, the heck is your problem? It's all over Facebook. You can't avoid it. It's Monday, June 15th, and I encourage you to get in the golf tournament. It's going to be a great time. We're going to have a lot of fun. And if you do it today, if you do it this morning during the show, if you go and register and you drop into chat, you can't lie to me because I know when people register, but if you drop into chat that you registered, you and your team or you alone registered for the golf tournament, the first person to say that they have registered today is going to get a hat. Cool. You come by and pick up a hat and ask Crabtree if I'm lying this time. It may not have ESPN Radio Winchester on it, but he got a hat.
That may be
Still working on that.
Soon.
Still working on that.
Yeah, well, yeah. You got to. Oh, dude, you had till like June 15th. That's when this is like the next guaranteed time to see Crabtree.
I'm working on on the hoodie. Okay, so it is a What the Florida Friday. Got a lot of fun to get into today on the show. First and foremost, what I would like to start with is Chewy. if you're going to get in the golf tournament and you're associated with the show, you got a good chance of winning. You want to know why? Because ESPN Radio Winchester, specifically the starting lineup, is where champions are made.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But ESPN Radio Winchester, our friends of the show keep winning Lake Idle. We're in week 2, and 2 friends of the show have won Lake Idle.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And I'll tell you who they are here in just a moment. Today on the show, we will be joined in hour number 2 by none other than Sammy D. It is a What the Florida Friday, so we're going to have a lot of fun in hour number 2. We hope that you stick around, stay involved. We've also got a cool announcement about some things that are coming up on ESPN Radio Winchester. Chewy, you made the announcement yesterday about Unleashed, right?
Oh, yeah. At the end of the show.
Yeah.
Today's the last one.
How many episodes did you do?
27.
Chewy made it 27 episodes before I pulled the plug on it. I released Chewy. He has been released. So Unleashed is going away, but we do have something else coming that I'm very excited about.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of neat. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about that a little bit later in the show as well. But yes, Chewy, yesterday was week 2 of Lake Idle over there at Drafts and Watercrafts.
Mm-hmm.
And I finally figured out what Johnny Hand has been up to as of late since he left the station. Now, we thought that he was going on, like, we joked about him going on to bigger and better things. And, you know, in reality, we knew that he wasn't going to find any better. I just thought he went into hiding, something. He didn't retire. He just like poofed away. Yeah, I thought maybe he's been secretly training to become the next PA voice of the Titans or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
You know, because
they're getting that new stadium and everything.
But yeah, and there were a lot of things that I was considering that he might be doing. Nope, I've discovered it. He's been practicing his singing voice. Yes. It's my understanding. Now, I haven't seen an official post from Drafts and Watercrafts, but I did see a comment from Landon Relford on Johnny Hand's post, which said that congratulations, Johnny, on winning. So I would assume that means that Johnny Hand won. I didn't get to go out there yesterday. It's a little bit tough for me to get out there sometimes. I need to do a better job of that. Because it's so fun going out there for Lake Idle. You see everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But if you got 40 kids like I do, it's tough. So anyway, here's where it starts getting suspicious, Chewy.
Oh?
You know who won week 1, right?
Hmm.
Katie Mae Elder from over at the high school.
Really?
Who we became very close friends with there in the second half of the year. Helped her with some show choir stuff, the Little Mermaid stuff. Miss Elder won week 1.
That's
and Johnny won week 2.
Wow.
So I'm not saying that Lake Idle is rigged. I would never say that. The judges, I'm pretty sure, isn't Tiki Rips one of the judges?
He might be. He was 1 year.
They're above reproach.
Yeah.
Certainly. And I'm not saying that because Tiki Rips is associated with the show that it's rigged or anything. But what I am saying is that the path to victory apparently runs directly through this show. And I don't think that stops with Lake Idle. I think that stops with everything.
Oh, okay.
Winners are built right here. Except for Chewy. Chewy's never won anything in his life.
You know what? I'm going to go win this Lake Idle thing, and I'm going to sing a song.
You probably could.
I bet you I've got a hidden talent for at least one song.
Starting lineup where champions are made. It's like Alabama, but,
in Tennessee?
Not Alabama.
Yeah.
Without all the secret recruiting violations.
Dang.
I'm not saying that we cheated. We were just better than you guys. That's how it was.
We didn't cheat. We just had better players.
We just had better players all the time. And our coach was,
A psychopath?
Nick Satan, as they like to call him up
Nick
here
Satan?
in Tennessee. Into Tennessee. So, yeah. Now, here's the other thing. I'm not sure. I don't think that, like, Sammy D and Handsome Rob can sing. The Humpback Swamp Donkey, I don't think he's allowed. I don't think you can go from, like, judge and just walk up on the stage, sing, and vote for yourself.
That'd be kind of a baller move, though. It's like you vote no for all of the participants, and you're like, you know what? I know somebody who's got some talent. And then you get up there and just kill it.
I wonder if it's in the rules.
Oh, yeah. That'd be interesting.
It's got to take so much guts to get up there on the stage. People think that what we do is hard, and what
Do people think that?
Yeah, well, they think that it's intimidating. Like, how many people come in and they're like shaking, about to pee their pants because they're going to be on the radio?
Right.
Now, me, I don't know. It's either one of two things. It's either because it's just me and you, and there's a microphone, and we're just talking face to face, and I don't think about the fact that there's people listening, or I don't think that there's anybody listening. So it's easy for us to just talk.
Sure.
But when I get in front of a big crowd like that, that's where I get nervous. If I've got to talk to people and I can see their faces and know that they're listening, that's where I get nervous. I don't think that Sammy D can Sammy D sing?
I don't know.
I don't want to assume. What if Handsome Rob is one of those guys who he doesn't like look like a it was like Scotty McCreery. Scotty McCreery doesn't look like a country music singer, but then he starts singing and he's like, "Baby," I don't know if that's his song or not, but he's got that real deep voice. "Baby, lock the doors and turn the lights." Like, that's Scotty McCreery.
Y'all go to like a dive bar or something one night for karaoke.
Yeah,
and
and
pulls it out.
Handsome Rob gets up there and he's got like this baritone, silky
voice of an angel.
Yeah. I could actually see that.
That would be kind of cool. Like, I bet you Rob has probably got a hidden talent like that.
He probably does.
He's probably got a lot of hidden talents like that. We'll have to ask him next time he shows up.
I've got a hat pulled out for him.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, they spend enough. Here's the thing: they spend enough time on the show. They could probably just get up there and to steal a phrase from you, raw dog it. Probably just get up there and just win. Not even ever practice singing outside of the shower and win.
Okay? So rules comes rules. You have to get up there and sing. What are you singing?
If I had to get up there and sing, I don't know. I don't. That would be a question for Katie.
She's gonna pick for you what to sing.
Well, she would know when I'm singing around the house what I sing best.
Okay.
I don't really know. Yesterday I was singing a song, "The Boys Are Back in Town," because I watched the Pinky Out POG trailer.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if you knew this. If you pulled up the trailer and watched,
me and you were in it.
Well, not only are you and me in it, did you see who else is in it?
Who?
Kason Orr is in it.
Really?
Kason's brother is Macho, who's one of the guys. Kason's Elvis in it.
Really? That's Kason? Dude, that's pretty sick. I want that picture done.
That needs to be done.
Yes.
People don't know what we're talking about, but
I don't care.
We're in a major motion picture, people.
No.
Filmed right here in Winchester.
It needs to be shown.
It just hasn't ran into production issues. I think there were some issues with the what is it, the union, the actors union.
Yeah, scheduling and that kind of thing. Scheduling conflicts.
Have you gotten paid yet? I didn't get paid.
I haven't been paid yet, no.
Like I said, issues with the union.
I traded my pay for residuals. Percentages.
That's a good deal.
Yeah.
Box
office percentage.
If the movie ever comes out. Anyway, so if I'm just saying, if you've got something that you need to win, you probably need to come on the station. And Johnny interviewed Brandon Walker. Brandon Walker, he goes on. What does he win? He wins the Owl Award.
Wow.
He wins the state championship.
That's impressive, Joe
I'm
Abraham.
just saying.
I didn't even consider that, but you're totally right.
And now Johnny's not here, so that mantle falls to us.
Right. Okay. I know Johnny Ham was singing at the Tennessee 250, that National Day of Prayer thing. He was the one who got up there and sang "God Bless America."
Yeah.
And so I do know he's been singing a little bit.
He and the girls. I didn't really know Johnny prior to working with Johnny. We actually go to the same church, and he would sit across from us, like diagonally. And then, of course, I'm upstairs calling the games, and he's in the room over. And I would see Johnny, but we didn't have a relationship. And then I met Johnny, and we worked with Johnny, and got to know his girls and his family a little bit. And, man, I love him.
Yeah.
He's not everybody's cup of tea, but I respect that because neither am I. But he has always done right by me, and congratulations to him on winning. And I say he's not everybody's cup of tea. He would beg to differ.
Brett Crabtree says, I guess I'll have to come on the show again. I agree. I think Brett might have to do that.
Brett is trying to line up winning this golf tournament.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah. Which I am also trying to win, so no. The answer
only after
is
June 15th.
no. Yeah, you can come on after the tournament's over. Anyway,
jumping in this morning. Good morning, Andrew.
Good morning, Andrew. We are offering Lake Idle coaching packages here on the show. $199.
You work on your falsetto.
No tax. Cash only.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Come on the show. Say something questionable. Let Chewy make it awkward.
I would love to.
And then go on and win a singing competition. All right, we'll be back on the other side. It is the starting lineup. This is ESPN Radio, 1340, 1069, WCDT Winchester.
Stimulant misuse can take many forms. It may involve abusing methamphetamine or prescribed ADHD medication. Both carry real risks when not used safely or under medical supervision. Prevention starts with education and open communication. The Franklin County Prevention Coalition provides tools and local resources to help families make informed decisions. When we stay proactive, we are stronger together, and we are stronger without it. Learn more at fcpctn.org. This project is funded under a grant contract with the Tennessee Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services.
Looking for a reliable car at an affordable price? Stop by Money Down Motors here in Decker. We specialize in quality pre-owned vehicles with low down payments and flexible financing options. No matter your credit history, drive away today with a car you'll love and a payment plan that works for you. Visit us at 1945 Deckard Boulevard or call 931-962-3404 for more info. At Money Down Motors, LLC. Your ride is waiting.
From the 931 Weather Center, it's time for an ESPN Winchester weather update.
Staying mostly cloudy today with more showers and thunderstorms headed your way. Chance of 80% today, but also it is going to be 80 degrees in our high this afternoon with some calm winds coming in the early morning at around 5 miles per hour. Go grab yourself an umbrella and stay tuned to ESPN Radio Winchester 1340 1069.
This is ESPN Radio Winchester, where Franklin County comes to life. From local news and athletics to everything in between, we're proud to bring you the stories that matter right here at home. And it's all made possible by local businesses connecting with real people in our community every single day. When you support them, you support our local coverage. Over 75 years of Franklin County heritage. Want your business to be a part of it? Contact WCDT today. ESPN Radio Winchester. Franklin County plays here.
We apologize if this is your first time, but yes, unfortunately, this is normal. You're listening to the starting lineup on ESPN Radio 1340 1069, WCDT Winchester.
Back here on the starting lineup, ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester. Joe Abraham alongside Chewy this morning on a Florida Friday. You can get involved in the show. What happened to the computer over there? Did it just shut off on its own?
Oh, yeah, I guess it did. I even changed it this morning.
Oh, that might be why. Because if we don't put it on the loop, sometimes it
I did put
over.
it on the loop.
Oh, I don't know. You screwed something up, buddy.
I did something.
You broke it.
Yeah.
You can get involved in the show this morning, and I encourage you to do so. You can call in at 931-967-3500. You can text the show as well, 931-305-5611. Or you can go on over to Facebook /ESPN Winchester and get in on the FMO Facebook feed.
A weird comment here. It says, Joe, tell everyone how you stood on the curb yesterday while you were talking to me so that you were taller than I was, Brett Crabtree asked.
Okay, so a couple weird things happened yesterday. Brett came upon me at an interesting time. I was out in the yard pacing around in first I was pacing around in the parking lot, and then it got too hot. Summer is here, by the way, in case you didn't notice. Is it going to rain again today, though?
Yes, 80% chance.
Jeez, that's okay. Yesterday was super hot. We were 3 degrees from the sun.
Today's going to be 80.
Okay, good. A little cooler than, sun. So I'm pacing around, and it gets so hot, so I decide to go over to the tree line where I can pace in the shadows. Which, that's my thing.
Yeah. That's where I belong.
Born here. So anyway, I'm in the shadows, and I see this sharp Ford F-150 that some people would call purple, some people would call red, some people would call cool. Pull up, and out pops Brett Crabtree, and he starts walking towards the front door, and I come out of the shadows. And he says something like, "What are you doing in the that's sneaking up on people? That's weird."
Yeah.
He calls me weird for doing whatever I was doing. And so we walk in, I give him his hat, we chat for a few minutes, and he shows me his truck, and we go outside, and we're standing there.
Y'all were out there for 10 minutes.
Yeah, after looking at his truck, and I just instinctively, because Brett and I are about the same height, I think. We're about the same height. And I instinctively, without even realizing it, kind of shuffle back and take a step up onto one of the curbs, and I'm just kind of balancing there, and we're talking. And I am looking down on him now.
Just thoughtlessly.
Yeah, and I wasn't even thinking about it. Just kind of sitting there rocking, because I'll do that. I'll go out on the phone, and I will balance beam back and forth across the curbs, and I'm kind of like a 10-year-old. I can't sit still. And so I'm standing there, and I'm looking down on him, unconsciously enforcing my dominance. And all of a sudden, during the conversation, he realizes, and he steps up on the curb next to me. And I look at him knowingly. He might be we'll say he might be an inch taller than me. I don't know. How tall are you, Brett? I'm 5'10" and a half. I think he might be 5'11". He might be 5'9". I don't know.
Oh, my God.
I'm 5'10" and a half. Which is, by the way,
it's the way you're saying it.
It's an inch and a half.
Taller than average.
Taller than average.
Hey.
Some people would say that an inch and a half is a lot.
I'm sorry. That's just...
Guess it all just depends on the context. Anyway.
I'm 5'10" and a half.
I'm 5'10" and a half. I don't know how tall you are. That's how tall I am.
Oh, jeez, dog.
Anyway.
Oh, man, I'm sorry.
What? That's why people listen to the show. They listen for that kind of personality, man.
Yeah,
That's what we're doing here.
What's what we do?
That and helping them become Lake Idol champions. That's our development system, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, so that's what happened. He called me out because I unconsciously was enforcing my dominance upon him, and he stood on the curb next to me.
Is that new truck, though, that he got with Doug?
It's pretty sharp, huh?
It is. It's nice.
He said, and this is how awesome and loyal our listeners are, he said he was over at the Ford dealership looking at this truck, the Russell Barnett Ford dealership, and he wanted this truck, so he got Doug, who works at the Chevy store, and basically called up Doug and said, hey, come over here and sell me this truck. And I like everybody over at the Chevy store, or over at the Ford store. But I'll be honest with you, if I'm buying a car, I want Doug selling it to me as well.
Yeah.
Doug is my guy. Everybody's got a guy.
He had got Salesman of the Month for 2 years for nothing, son.
Right. Doug is my guy.
Yeah.
If you buy a car, I don't care if you buy a car from Timbuktu. You call Doug and you say, hey, Doug, get on a plane and come sell me this car.
Brett Crabtree says 5'11" and a half.
5'11" and a half, so he's an inch, whole inch taller than me.
Dang, dog.
Some say an inch isn't very much, though. Depends on the context.
Who said that, Joey Bram? Could you be
It's
oh,
ridiculous.
Okay. I didn't know if somebody was over here lying to you again.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
I wonder, going back to the whole Lake Idol thing, who do you think is like somebody out there? There's got to be somebody out there in Franklin County who could shockingly get up there and just crush a karaoke song. I bet there is somebody out there that nobody knows except for a very small group of people, like their family members maybe or something like that. But there's got to be somebody out there that we all know, but we don't know that they're a tremendous singer.
I know Dr. Dave went out there a couple years ago,
yeah?
and he did some Elton John. Yeah.
I could see that with Dr. Dave.
Yeah.
It wouldn't shock me just because he's a music guy. Speaking of drafts, I did want to throw this out there. Big weekend lineup over there tonight. They've got Jacob Johnson from 7 to 10. Saturday night, 615 Rewind from 7 to 10:30, and Sunday afternoon, Peter Moon is playing from noon to 3, I believe. So, head on out there this weekend.
Brett says it's me. I bet you Brett's got a hidden talent like that.
Well, I just hope that his hidden talent isn't hitting a golf ball. Brett's been practicing like I've been practicing golf. Not
not very much.
Brett was like, "Yeah, I think I've played once in the last 5 years," and I was like, "Yeah, that's about my training regimen." Anyway, so moving on, Chewy, in hour number 2, I saw this post, and in hour number 2, we're going to get some really good insight on this. We've already talked to Sammy D about this a little bit, but I think that they got to start working on a Netflix documentary or series or something like that about this, because the Tennessee Department of Ag just posted about the 2 men that were indicted.
Yes.
After the alleged theft of more than $100,000 worth of cattle.
Good Lord.
And I know that cows are expensive, but I didn't realize that. How many cows is that? That's a lot of cows.
Just an excessive amount of cows.
Right. And $114,000 worth of cattle. So I got to check the price on beef. Also, modern day cattle rustling.
Literally. That is hilarious.
I wonder how many Chewies it would take to get up to $114K.
Ooh, probably more than what's
more
necessary.
than 114.
yeah, dude.
I don't know if you're worth $1,000 a piece.
You have to buy in bulk with me. I'll take 40. I only need 3.
Oh, the details are right here.
Oh, okay.
Investigation says 94 cattle were
gosh.
sold over a period of 2022 through 2025 without the owner's permission. 94. How do you misplace 94 cows?
Well, I do know that sometimes the cows just go missing, right? I'm sure that is part of the job. But
94 is excessive.
Yeah, when you're almost at 100, I'm wondering if that's when the eyebrows start getting raised. But I wonder what's the average loss.
Yeah, okay, let me put it this way: if you had an ant colony, an ant farm, and you had 94 ants go missing, you might notice, that's a lot of ants. Now make those ants, I don't know, 1,000 pounds, and consider how much they eat and all the things. I just can't believe that you could unknowingly misplace 94 head of cow.
Yeah, that's strange. It's so excessive that maybe it was one of those things where it's just an owner who doesn't run the farm maybe and doesn't check. I mean, I don't know. I'd love to know this the parameters and minutia of this.
94.
Also, the modern cattle rustling that's funny. What are they gonna do?
Yeah.
I want to know what is the punishment do they have to go back to 1812 law books and just be specific where they specify cattle rustling? That'd be interesting.
Yeah. Well, because per Sammy D, it's not like it used to be.
Right.
They were doing something, more modern. We'll have to get him to fill us in on how this whole thing was going down. But that's not a little amount of cows.
But yeah, I saw it yesterday.
94 cows.
There was a big old article about it. Sammy D beat it to the punch. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah. Anyway, I couldn't imagine losing 94 of anything. I'm so poor. If I lost 94 pennies, I would notice.
Yeah.
94 cows.
That's I mean, where do they all go to?
Like,
is there a cow black market?
Well, and how do you not notice that it's a thing? Let me put it this way. You know how you lose socks in the dryer?
Mm-hmm.
Now imagine losing 94 of them.
Yeah.
Like, how do you not notice or it not be a big deal?
Right. How's $117,000 not, like, noticeable?
Over 3 years. That's like $35,000 a year. Well, I guess it was noticeable because somebody noticed.
I'd like to know, like, how this, like, somebody who's like if anybody's ever, like, farmed cattle like this and has some insight, let us know. I'm very interested in this story.
What do you think that the Netflix documentary should be called? Like, Cattle Royale?
A Cattle Royale. Not bad.
Moving on. Moving the herd.
What is laundering? So, like, something like that.
Gone with the herd.
Gone with the herd.
Yellowstone, Winchester unit.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Beef. A Franklin County mystery. So when we come back, TJ Maxx opened up yesterday, Chewy.
I saw that.
And we talked to Sean Crabtree about the growth here in Winchester. We'll talk about some other growth opportunities because there's a new restaurant coming to Franklin County as well. We've also got to go out to Poultry Electric. And no, not Poultry Electric.
Heath Automotive.
Heath Automotive.
Yeah, Poultry's this afternoon.
Poultry's this afternoon. So we'll go out to Heath Automotive when we come back as well. It is the starting lineup. This is a What the Florida Friday on ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester.
The starting lineup with Joe and Chewy is presented by Loco in Winchester. Right here in Winchester, Loco is doing things their own way. From locally roasted Loco coffee to a one-of-a-kind shop experience. It's a place that's built for the Franklin County community. So if you haven't stopped by yet, now's the time. Support local. Drink Loco coffee, fueling Franklin County mornings. Roasted right here in Franklin County. And don't forget to tune into the starting lineup, weekdays from 7 to 9.
You ever go down the rabbit hole at 2 in the morning and come out questioning everything? That's kind of what it's like listening to Unleashed with Chewy, presented by Burrell's Termite and Pest Control. That's right, this isn't your typical show. We're going to be talking conspiracies, space, movies, science, whatever our brains have got spinning that day. Some days make sense, most definitely don't. Either way, we're going to have a great time. Unleashed with Chewy, weekdays from 2 to 4 on ESPN Radio Winchester.
It's time for a local news break from the 931 Go News Center.
Winchester police say a case involving damage at the City Park soccer fields has been solved following strong community support. Over the Memorial Day weekend, a small white pickup truck, possibly an S10, was captured on video running through a fence at the soccer fields. Minutes later, a white four-door truck with flashing wheel lights arrived and attempted to pull the vehicle out. Police say the effort caused even more damage to the fencing. The incident resulted in significant destruction to the park property. Thanks to tips and assistance from the public, authorities report the case has now been resolved. No additional details have been released at this time. In education news, Tullahoma City Schools has received more than $72,000 in grant funding from the Tullahoma Educational Foundation for Excellence. Lil Cat's Learning Academy was awarded $34,300 to support its upcoming move to the former Jack T. Farah Elementary Building. Funding will help install an infant and toddler playground, expand preschool swings, and purchase classroom furniture. Tullahoma High School received more than $24,000 to upgrade health science classrooms with 2 advanced nursing mannequins. Additional grants will fund an interactive math display, a STEM racing simulator, cosmetology barbering supplies, and a digital platform for the work-based learning program. Jack T. Farah Elementary was awarded more than $11,000 for several initiatives, including an after-school Spanish enrichment program through Roots and Wings, upgrades to its outdoor science deck, math program enhancements, and new literacy tools for kindergarten classrooms. Robert E. Lee Elementary also received funding to support a 4th grade field trip to the U.S. Space and Rocket Center in Huntsville. School officials say these grants continue to play a critical role in expanding educational opportunities for students across Tullahoma. For more details on these stories and more, visit 931go.com. Stay informed and stay connected to your community with ESPN Radio Winchester.
More Courtney Funeral Home? Well, they're a fifth-generation funeral home taking care of the people of Franklin County since 1905. They're committed to serving you, dedicated to providing personalized, professional, and compassionate service to help lighten your burden and help you out during these difficult times. More Courtney Funeral Home, 300 First Avenue Northwest in Winchester, 967-2222. More Courtney Funeral Home.
Got a project to tackle or a party to plan? Skip the stress and rent it instead at Reliable Rental in Winchester. From tools and heavy-duty machines to chairs, tables, and event essentials, they've got what you need to get the job done right. Whether it's work or a weekend celebration, Reliable Rental makes it easy. Stop by 2433 Deckard Boulevard in Winchester or check out everything they offer online at ReliableRentalFC.com. Reliable Rental. When you need it, they've got it.
Take the starting lineup with you wherever you go. Download the WCDT smartphone app in your Google Play and Apple App Store. Now, back to the guys.
Back here on the starting lineup, ESPN Radio 1340, 1069 WCDT Winchester. Joe Abraham alongside Chewy. And I just saw something on Facebook that made me very, very intensely angry.
Oh.
Now, I've got to look at this guy. I don't think he's from here. He doesn't look like he's from here. No, he's not from here. This is definitely not a local guy. Okay, so this guy, I'm not going to call him out by name, but I don't like you. Guy jumped on Tim's Ford Lake 411. There's a picture of the water, and there's some trees, some laid down trees in the water. And the comment he put on it, on the picture says, "Who on Tim's removes down trees that are in the water?" Thankfully, the first comment that I saw was, "No one, you fish around them." Yeah, and everybody in the comments is just destroying him. I love you all. Thank you for protecting where I fish.
Lambo jumped in this morning. Gym grind. If you don't lift, your wife has a girlfriend. Leg day. Dang, leg day. Okay, Lambo, do you...
I'm going to leave leg day to Lambo.
Yeah, I was about to say, so, like, whenever you're... So, you've got, like, the food truck. You're on, and you cook all day. You're on your legs a lot. Do you have, like, a little... Because I've thought about this. Why don't chefs have, like, a little stool? You know what I mean?
A stool?
Like a rolling stool. You know what I mean?
Oh, like where they can sit?
Yeah, like all.
That is such a you thing to ask.
No, in every workshop I've ever been in, okay, they always have the rolling stool, okay, and because you know it's got concrete floors and that kind of thing.
Right.
But I was like, I've never seen a kitchen with that usually just hosts 1 to 2 people with
I feel
any
like
rolling stools.
Yeah, I feel like that would be dangerous. But you know, to your point, if you're not dealing with customers some of the time, it would be, you know, nice to get off your feet every once in a while. Yeah. And say you're just like sitting there waiting or doing some. I don't think that he ever just stands there doing nothing.
Right.
But even if you're just working at the same spot for a while.
Right, yeah.
Now, the other thing, too, is that they have those stools with, like, the shop stools with pretty strong casters, like good, real, like, rubber wheels. But I feel like that would create some sort of a hazard in the kitchen. And in fact, it may not even be allowed.
Oh yeah, like
You know?
legally, like you're not
Yeah.
allowed to have one in there.
But I don't know. That's a good question.
I've always thought if you're only if there's one chef in the kitchen, you know what I mean. I would
Right.
I would get a shop stool and just put burgers on a shop stool.
I can totally see that.
I just don't know. I don't understand why everyone's got to stand all the time.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen like those standing desks people are getting now?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Sitting is one of the few joys in life.
I would actually, I have one of those, like a sit and stand one, and I would actually love to rip this whole thing out and bring it in and have my spot be one that is a sit and stand where I could just hit, because you program it to the height that you want it, and so you have the different settings, and I could just hit the button and boom, it would raise up to my standing height, and I could be all like, I don't know, one of those ESPN hosts who stand up.
What's that guy's
Pat
name?
McAfee.
Pat McAfee. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw him the other day when we went to Jefferson's. He was up on there, hooting and hollering.
That's what they do. And then if I wanted to, I could sit back down. And then I could stand back up again. And then I could sit back down. Okay, so moving on.
You and Dr. Dave both were like, "Hey, we're gonna stand from now on." One
Yeah.
time, and y'all made that decision change real fast.
It's just, you know what it is? It's not as much the sitting that bothers me. It's once you have the microphone without the thing in front of your face, I didn't want to go back.
Yeah.
And when I put that thing back in front of my face, it was annoying me.
Yep.
So I went back to the sitting one. But so TJ Maxx, Chewy, had its grand opening over by Walmart yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that some of you guys out there have been waiting on this. Mainly the ladies love TJ Maxx. Waiting on it like it's a Super Bowl. And I got to say, even though you guys, the ladies, have been tracking that opening date like it was college football's kickoff or something like that, I think you had a lot of people walk in there and be like, I don't really need anything. I'm just looking.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's just TJ Maxx. I don't know if that's possible for me. I walk into those places, and that's why I'm one of those types of guys. Like, I've got to go and just go for what I need and walk out.
Yep.
Blinders on, go. I don't want to window shop, or I'm going to find stuff that I want or that I think that I need. And I don't have the money for it, but mainly it's just if I walk around, I'm going to want things. And so, are you? What kind of a shopper are you? Are you like an in and out, or are you just like you walk in and you just kind of like browse?
No, Tori likes to window shop, just go and look. You know, my mom also does. I'm very much the goal-oriented shopper, where I don't like to spend more than 15 minutes in the store if I don't have to. Like, on my way to the store, I am building a mental map, thinking, oh, looks like I'm going to hit up the fruit, then I'm going to go to there, and then I'm going to get this, and then I'm going to go. You know, like, I'm that kind.
Now, what is funny about that is, and I'll point this out, and you'll be like, oh, yeah, that's true, is every guy says that, or most guys say that, right? But there are guys also have like their aisle that they will stop at, and you're like a kid, right? You're like a 10-year-old kid. Can I go look at the toy aisle? And that's the only aisle in the whole store that you will browse. For me, it's like the fishing aisle. I will go past, like we're walking in, and we'll go towards the back of the store, and I will make a detour, go down the fishing aisle, and just stand there and look, and just look at all the things. Oh, that's interesting. That's cool. Ooh, I want one of those. For you, probably the Lego aisle.
I do peruse at the end. They have the like really complicated sets, and they've got those flower sets. So I'm always scoping around for the flower sets for Tori.
Yeah,
and also the spaceships for me.
You'll be walking out, and you'll be like, oh yeah. Oh, sweetie, let's go look and see if they've got any new flower kits. And in reality, you're like, is there a new Millennium Falcon?
You're not wrong, dude. You're 100% right, dog.
And then you pick it up, and she's like, you haven't finished the last one yet. Anyway.
Brett Crabtree says he can walk into Walmart and lose 3 hours of his life for no reason.
You got to be careful. When I was single, I would go to Walmart just because I was bored.
Yeah.
And I didn't really have...
That's how you know you live in a small town.
Yeah. Yeah. and I didn't really have the money, so I would just like, I it got to the point where people would ask me if I worked there.
Yeah, you're just wandering. Lambo says that he always has to check out the cologne at TJ Maxx. He also came back and gave us some information on stools. This is interesting.
Okay.
The idea is hopefully I'm too busy to sit, but sometimes if it's slow, yeah, bar stool would be nice because it's definitely kills your feet standing all day, sometimes 12 to 16-hour shifts. Jeez.
Yeah.
And then he says, no way I could smash burgers or chop up steaks sitting down. My griddles sit pretty high. See, I didn't even think about that. Okay, very interesting.
It would have to be a thing where you're like slow.
Right.
Or you're just kind of cleaning up an area or whatever the case is. Now, here's the thing. I always thought that it was lame to have the seat on the boat when you're fishing, and I was, don't use that. Don't put the boat. I don't need a seat. Come on. I'm young. I don't need the seat. And I always fish off the back of the boat. And one day my father just had it in. He had left it in for some reason. I didn't even know why it was in the first place. And it was in. So instead of taking it out, I just kind of left it in. And I found myself leaning up against it and kind of sitting on it here and there. Well, normally we get done with a long day of fishing and my knees and my feet kind of hurt. We got done, and I felt great. And so now I'm like, oh, man, did you bring the seat? Bring the seat.
Total 180.
Yeah. I love the seat. And I don't, like, sit on it. I just lean against it. It takes the pressure off my knees.
Yeah.
You know, I'm getting old, Chewy. Anyway, so for you, what's the most dangerous store for you in town that you get caught in? Is there a store that you will find yourself, like, losing time in?
For me,
or are you just saying 15 minutes in and out of anywhere?
Well, it depends, right? It depends on what I'm doing, what I've taken before I've gone in.
The taxidermist. That's where you lose all day in the taxidermist.
I'll tell you where I can lose. Like an Oaks and Oliver or like a thrift store or something. I will spend 2 to 3 hours in there just piddling.
All right.
So if you have a thrift store, I've probably been in it for 6 or 7 hours before.
Well, there is a new restaurant that is also coming to town, Chewy. And I don't know if you heard about this, but it's not just another Mexican restaurant. There is a restaurant that popped up. It's called Music City. Is it Gyros or Gyros?
Gyros.
Gyros?
Gyros, yeah.
Okay. Well, it's located right between Little Caesar and Club 29 Nutrition,
cool.
where Cook's Market Restaurant has been empty for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce it. Chewy says it's gyros.
Gyros. Yeah.
Gyros. So if you're Greek and you know the correct way to say it, I feel like Chewy's wrong.
Okay.
And I'm okay with that. But if it's Euros or gyros, I just want to say it right. But so here's the thing. Initially, I read the information on this. It said wings, fried chicken, Euros, loaded fries, catfish, pasta. I'll be honest. At first, in reading it, I was a little bit nervous, right? Because when I see a restaurant that has too many things, I'm like, okay, pick a lane. Are we Greek? Are we Southern? Are we a wing place? Are we doing catfish? Are we doing pasta? What are we doing here? We don't need to feed the United Nations, right? That's what I thought initially. Then I saw the food. Pictures of the food.
Changed your mind real quick, didn't you, son?
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I support diversity. This is America, dang it. Especially when it includes loaded fries.
Okay, Lambo says I'm correct, and he owns a food truck.
What?
Euro?
Yeah. Okay.
See?
All right.
Tell me.
We'll go with that.
Whatever.
It's got to be something he's wrong about.
So it sounds like that you will be at this place basically as soon as they are they already open?
No, I don't think that they're open yet.
Okay.
Which basically they're going to be located across from the gym, which I think is my gym that I'm supposed to be going to that I never go to. I think that's extremely disrespectful to my dad bod. Put the gym right there, and you got Euros, wings, fried chicken, all the things right across the street. That's not city planning. That's a spiritual test right there.
Lifting weights. You're just staring right out the window at it.
As long, I tell you what, if Lambo was to park the hoagie truck, the Go-Go Hoagies out there,
dude,
game over.
That's actually kind of diabolical.
Yeah.
Parking your food truck outside of a gym.
Right in front of the gym.
That is so.
Just
I
like
bet
wafting
you.
the
yes.
smell.
Yeah. You get one of those industrial fans that points the exhaust towards the door. Dude, that's that. Can you do that? I actually would. I would like make a donut one.
Yeah.
And just park right outside the gym. Protein donuts and stuff like that. You
Do
just
they make
cater.
those protein donuts?
I'm sure you can. Like, oh, by the way, Brett said Bass Pro. Dude, absolutely.
Bass Pro.
Every time I go to
all
Nashville,
day.
I always go to Bass Pro.
Yeah. And you're not even like a Bass Pro guy.
I know. I love to look at it. I love to look at the guns and all the fishing stuff. Yeah.
So then I was thinking, okay, well, maybe the food, they can get away with the food. But the name, Chewy, Music City Gyros, that's wrong. I thought, why are we called? We're not in Nashville. We're in Winchester. Let's localize it. Let's call it My Big Fat Greek Winchester. Let's call it, Gyros by the Lake or something like that.
Sure.
Or the Parthenon.
Ooh.
By Walmart. No, like, let's. But then I looked into this place, and apparently they've got multiple locations across Middle Tennessee.
Wow.
So this is one of those cool stories, right, where you got something that starts small, probably as a food truck, like Go-Go Hoagies, and next thing you know, it builds into a real restaurant brand, builds into something that's got multiple locations. And that's cool. It's not a giant, nameless, faceless, chain place dropping in, but it's a regional place.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked into it a little bit, and I'm excited about it.
I'm very excited. I know that this will be fun. Euros, they come and go around here as far as restaurants go.
Well, we've had some Greek places in the past.
Yeah.
But this one seems like it's got some staying power.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm always happy that market gets filled. You know what I mean? People ask for it.
Variety.
Yeah.
I like it. So it made me wonder, though, what do people... We always see these Facebook posts. Oh, Winchester needs this. Franklin County needs that. What do people want? I always like to consider, what do other cities... Like, what does Tullahoma not have? What does Shelbyville, Manchester... What do they not have?
You're a marketeer. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking, we need a Chick-fil-A.
Right.
I'm thinking we need something that they don't have, so they have to drive down here and spend tax dollars here. That's one of the reasons why the lake is such a big deal, is because you know who else has a lake? Not really anybody else. They got to come here to the lake. So I'm over here thinking, like, what could we put here that would draw people in? Anyway, if you've got any suggestions, drop them into the FMO Facebook feed.
Lambo said that if he knew of a location that was empty and available, he would have been interested in turning into a deli/diner. And then he came back. See, I wouldn't mind that. And then he also came back saying Music City Euros was a food truck at one point. Very cool.
There you go.
I know. Wasn't Lupita's also a food truck too?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I've been hearing a lot of like the food truck to restaurant sort of like ladder. It's really interesting.
You know what I want to do is, and I know that they've got the row over on the other side of town. We got the hospital and some stuff over here on this side of town. Man. Lambo, at what point in time are you going to bring Go-Go Hoagies out here and park it in the front of the radio station?
Can we do that?
We should do Food Truck Fridays.
Yeah, like that would be kind of neat because there's plenty of room to park a truck back there.
Right. And we could have like a rotating cast of food truck characters that come out here and park. Anyway.
I wonder what like the zoning and stuff on that is. That's interesting.
Good question.
I'm sure Lambo could tell us at some point. Message us, Lambo. We'll see what's up.
Yeah. All right. Let's go out to it's Heath, right?
Heath Automotive.
I keep getting it mixed up, which one we moved to the afternoons and which one we didn't. I guess we're going to move them back to back to the mornings. But we'll go out to Heath Automotive, see what Steve is up to. What would you guys want? And it doesn't have to be a restaurant, right? What do we want? Because I don't think that we need anything, but it could be a retail store. I want an indoor sports facility with, like, the turf and all the things. Oh, there have been talks about something like that here in the past. That would be really cool.
I wouldn't mind a, like, very involved makers and hobbyist store.
Yeah?
Like one where you could, like, buy latex and stuff like that.
I don't know what that is. All right, let's go out. Let's go out to Steve at Heath Automotive. Good morning, Steve.
Joe.
How are you?
I'm doing good. Checking in customers.
There you go. We were just talking about things that we want and or feel like we need about around Franklin County and Winchester, I'll tell you one thing that we don't need is a tire and automotive place that can handle all your vehicle needs, because you guys have that pretty much on lock.
Well, we try. That's the goal every day.
So a few weeks ago, the vehicle, my Suburban, Chewy, actually it's going to be the station Suburban here in a moment once we get the new wrap on it, was making some funky noises, and we ran it over there to Heath Automotive. They got the thing all straightened out, and I'll tell you what, the thing has never run better. You guys, well, I don't know what you did, but you fixed it, and it's running like new, baby.
Well, you had some pretty significant brake issues going on.
Oh, yeah.
And we got that squared away. We see that all day long. We do a lot of brake work, and that's just always the goal, is to get those things squared away for you.
So going into the summer months here shortly, what are things like the manufacturer rebates looking like? What kind of opportunities will you have for folks, and what do they need to be careful with this summer heat?
Okay, well, summer heat and old tires never go well, and people say, well, what's an old tire? And generally, anything over 6 years is going to be considered an old tire.
Oh, wow.
And some people will say, well, how do I know how old my tires are? First answer is always going to be, come by and let's look at them together. Let's check out your tread depth, the condition of your tires, how they're wearing. Do we have any abnormal wear that's maybe hidden? We had a customer this week that came in for a balance issue. It was a new customer, never been here before, but they had been referred to us for ride issues. And turns out she had steel hanging out of the inside of her tire, around the shoulder, getting ready to pop, basically.
Ooh.
But it was a large tire, wide tire. It was on the inside, and unless it was parked just right, you couldn't see it. So she, in just doing a walk around her car, she had significant tread left on the outside of the tire. So she probably had a alignment issue, something going on up there. Maybe the tire had separated and it was starting to abnormally because of that. So getting old tires off in heat, but old tires and then with rebates, we've still got today and tomorrow, and you've got a lot of rebates. I think there's like 8 rebates that end tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
But going into June, and we will have new rebates for June, but the big one will probably be the Continental with up to $200 per set in rebate. And that is going to be on the passenger lines of Continental tires. We sell a lot of the extreme contact in the more of the performance tires in the Continentals, and then you get into your what we call a touring tire, broad line touring tire, and that's going to be more in your True Contact Tour 54, which is their 80,000 mile tire. But the rebate program on that is a $110 rebate back from Continental, and then if you use the Continental tire credit card, which is the Synchrony card, which many of our customers have, and you can always apply here, and we get an instant answer back on that. You get another $90 off. So that's $200 on a set of top-of-the-line Tier 1 premium tires.
Yeah, wow, that's awesome. Well, for folks who maybe don't know where you're located and want to take advantage of some of these rebates, how can they find you?
We're in Winchester, 4 blocks off the square at 501 First Avenue Southwest. You can always give us a call, too. If you don't know where we're at, or you need to set up an appointment, go ahead and line up, or you need tire information or whatnot, you can give us a call at 967-3880, or our website. If you need to do some homework first and maybe do a little sleuthing around on what's available tire-wise and all, get some ideas, you can go to our website first. That is heathautomotivetire.com. Then from that, you can get with us, and we're always here to help you with tires. We don't want tire buying or tire replacement or tire maintenance to be a hassle. We want to take the hassle out of it for you.
Well, you guys certainly do. I can say that from experience, my friend. And I appreciate the way that you make it so easy, especially for a novice like me, because I'm one of those guys who, I don't know, the car starts making weird noises, and I just bring it to you.
Well, we're the center for weird noises.
Chewy's an expert on weird noises, too. Not with the vehicles, but other things.
We probably don't need to go there, do we?
All right, brother. Have a tremendous weekend, and we will talk to you on Monday.
Y'all too. Take care.
That is Steve over at Heath Automotive. You can find him on the web, like he said, at heathautomotivetire.com. All right, we'll be back with hour number 2. Jump in on the FMO Facebook feed. Like I asked, what should Winchester get next? What does Franklin County need? What do you want, really? Maybe it's like and a lot of people, Chewy, have mentioned like a family entertainment center or some sort of a community center, that type of thing. And we've had that conversation in the past, that we feel like that stuff is out there. It's just like in different locations.
I wouldn't mind a hands-on science center.
Ooh, yeah, something like that. All right, well, jump in on the FMO Facebook feed and let us know what you think. It is the starting lineup on a What the Florida Friday. ESPN Radio 1340, 1069, WCDT Winchester.
At ESPN Radio Winchester, our partners use aligned marketing. Radio, billboards, sports, even digital, all working together to build familiarity faster and more efficiently. Less noise, less competition, less waste. A lot of places sell ads, play commercials, and move on. But that's not marketing. We help businesses build a strategy with consistent messaging and creative that's actually remembered. Ads come and go. Marketing compounds. That's the difference between buying spots and building a brand with ESPN Radio 1340, 1069, WCDT Winchester.
For over 75 years, one thing has never changed in Winchester, Tennessee. Hall Furniture has been there through it all. 3 generations, decades of trust, and the commitment to quality, value, and service that still comes first today. As we celebrate over 75 years in business, we want to say thank you to our loyal customers, our community, and to everyone who has made Hall Furniture a Winchester tradition. Hall Furniture. Here's to another 75 years of helping you make a house feel like home.
Why choose More Courtney Funeral Home? Well, they're a 5th-generation funeral home taking care of the people of Franklin County since 1905. They're committed to serving you, dedicated to providing personalized, professional, compassionate service to help lighten your burden and help you out during these difficult times. More Courtney Funeral Home, 300 First Avenue Northwest in Winchester, 967-2222. More Courtney Funeral Home.
Got a project to tackle or a party to plan? Skip the stress and rent it instead at Reliable Rental in Winchester. From tools and heavy-duty machines to chairs, tables, and event essentials, they've got what you need to get the job done right. Whether it's work or a weekend celebration, Reliable Rental makes it easy. Stop by 2433 Deckard Boulevard in Winchester, or check out everything they offer online at reliablerentalfc.com. Reliable Rental. When you need it, they've got it.
It's the starting lineup. Now, here are your hosts, Joe Abraham and Chewy.
Hour number 2 of the starting lineup on a What the Florida Friday. This is ESPN Radio 1340, 1069, WCDT Winchester. Get involved in the show this morning. You can do so by actually calling into the show, 931-967-3500. You can text the show as well, 931-305-5611. And you can head on over to the ESPN Winchester Facebook page and jump in on the FMO Facebook feed and comment directly into the show. Those are honestly the easiest. Chewy's got that pulled up right in front of him, and he can see them as they come in, like, live. If you have not gotten registered for the Quarterback Club Classic, I encourage you to do so. Somebody, if they want it, if you get registered, the first person to say that they got registered in on the FMO Facebook feed this morning is going to get a hat. I'll let you pick which hat, too. All right, in studio with us now. We're going to pause for production. It's the man, the myth, the legend.
When chaos looms and justice hangs by a thread, there's only one man to call. Sam Davidson.
We are unfortunately going to have to change that. Copyright and all, you know? So we might have to update a few of these.
Yeah.
To use non-copyrighted music. So you may get a new intro here soon.
I'm all for that. We're working on some really exciting things. Can't tell you what they are, but Sammy D in studio with us. You know what Sammy D kind of reminds me of is like a legit, and I've gotten into The Boys here as of late.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of reminds me of like a legit country style of Billy Butcher.
Yeah.
Where he's like a clean version.
Like if Billy Butcher did it by the books.
Right.
All right.
Yeah. He's going after the bad guys. He doesn't care what the obstacles are that are in his way. He's just, trying to find Homelander and beat him senseless with a baseball bat. I don't know. Whatever Billy Butcher does. How are you, my friend?
Good morning, boys. I'm doing good.
So, yeah, we were talking in hour number one, and you had mentioned this story that came up a while back about these cattle rustlers. Now, I don't know if you guys called, Casey and had him come down from the ranch or come down from Yellowstone or wherever the heck he's at these days.
No, we actually partnered with Rip on this one.
Okay, there you go. Listen, Rip, those are two of my favorite TV characters we just mentioned in the same 5 seconds. Rip and Billy Butcher. I've got a Billy Butcher pop around here somewhere.
He's in the shelf in there.
Man, they're so cool. Anyway, so how's Rip doing?
Yeah, he's doing great.
Better than the cattle rustlers.
Yeah, they're down in Texas now. So
there you go.
No, you're right. We did mention the case beginning of the month, and I told you we kind of teased that we were going to put something out, but the Department of Agriculture wanted to share that story.
Yeah.
So we didn't share it, and we didn't post it. We actually shared their story yesterday.
Right.
That's what folks are seeing.
So, Chewy, we talked about this in hour number one, the starting lineup, ESPN Radio Winchester, where champions are made. This is just another example of you come on the show and you're just a winner. I don't know what comes first, the winning or the coming on the show, but the two are very closely associated. And unfortunately, we didn't have any cattle rustlers on the show, so they didn't win. The good guys won. The sheriff's department won. So tell me a little bit about this thing, because what we came across was $114,000. I was like, man, that seems like a lot. Yeah, because it's like 94 cows. How do you misplace, air quotes, 94 cows?
Well, it's okay. So if somebody says the word cattle rustling, the first thing you think of is cowboys cutting a fence in the middle of the night to go and cut some cows out of a herd and steal them. In modern days, theft of cattle doesn't exactly look like that.
Yeah.
So, and people will ask, I think one of the comments on our Facebook said something, how do you misplace that? How do you miss that?
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't happen all at once.
Right.
So there was not a theft of all those cows at one time.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that could work is,
yeah, I think it happened over a 3-year,
exactly.
2.5 year period, something like that.
So I'm not gonna, I don't want to release all the details of the case, but say for instance there were 25 cows being taken to the sale.
Okay.
And say, for instance, maybe 2 of those were set aside and not sold the way they should have been. So you now have 23, and the person that's handling the sale for the owner comes back and says, hey, we were a little low. So it kind of you could show that those 2 cows were lost.
Okay.
Right? You see what I'm saying? So the money from those 2 is going to come back to the person that's stealing them. And the cattle are sold by weight. So if you, depending on how many cents per pound.
Wow.
And or $1 a pound. So that's kind of, you see what I'm saying? If you cut a couple of out of a sale each time, it doesn't raise a flag.
Right.
Because
so the owner might think, okay, well, we sold 25 cows, when in reality he only sold 23, and they convinced him that maybe the price per pound was a little bit lower than what we had hoped for.
There you go.
And so they poofed the 2 cows into the ether, so to speak.
Exactly.
That's still a lot of work. Like to get to where they got is sort of excessive.
Yeah, and that's unfortunately in this case, one of the defendants was a trusted confidant of the family.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's
but that's common with a lot of crimes. You see, it's a lot of times it's somebody that people trust. In different scenarios, you see that from the law enforcement standpoint. At least, I'm not a law enforcement official, but I've seen a lot of TV, and it always seems like it's somebody close to the family that has gained trust and access that you wouldn't have expected.
That's a really fair point, and it is true. A lot of times, crimes are committed by people that are known to the victims.
Well, look at the town that we live in. This is in Franklin County or in the city of Winchester or the surrounding towns and things like that. Like, everybody knows everybody, right? But people are getting arrested for crimes every day. And you'd be, oh, man, no, I would never think that guy would never do that, or that lady would never do that. Or, and then what happens? You post the video and the pictures of these types of crimes, these types of incidents on Facebook, and you're like, does anybody know this person? And it's like, that's Greg.
Yeah.
Because everybody knows.
Yeah.
Everybody.
And a lot of times,
sorry, Greg.
It's not it's not just somebody they know, it's somebody they have a personal relationship with. And we see that a lot. We see that a lot with people suffering with drug addiction. The people that they will steal from and hurt the most is generally their closest family members. And a lot of thefts are from somebody that they know.
Right.
And that's unfortunate. But this was a really good case. Investigator Chuck Steins worked on this case with the Tennessee Department of Agriculture. Their investigative unit, I can't remember exactly what they call it, but essentially it's their crime investigation unit. And it was these are tough crimes to prove.
Yep.
And knowing what I know about the case, the Ag office and our office really worked hard.
Yeah, how would you even prove that? Because like we said, I mean, the cows like poof away into the ether. I mean, how do you even track something like that down? That's really tough. That must have taken some strong work.
Yeah, I mean, it's not so. Thankfully, these cattle sales, they keep pretty good records, right? So remember those 2 cows that went away.
Yeah.
In that scenario, that hypothetical we painted for the audience, they have to be sold at some point to get the money.
Right.
So anytime those sales are made, there is a record of it, and that helps because you got to think, and what everybody thinks of as cattle rustling back in those days, there weren't very good records.
Well, Chewy, if I show up to work one day here, and so for people who don't know, Chewy lives under the station. If I show up to work here one day, and there's a whole herd of cattle in the backyard, I'm totally turning you in.
No.
I just want you to know. And here's the other thing: you better be aware of this. Neither you nor me have the ability to commit really any kind of crime. Just for listeners to understand, our faces are way too well known.
Yeah, no
And
porch pirating for me.
If somebody starts walking around with a Chewy mask on committing crimes, listen, I'll know because I know his gait. I know how he walks. I know. So if you're trying to sell it as Chewy's walking around committing crimes, you're not going to get away with it.
That would be a funny headline.
I'll go Scooby-Doo on you.
Local radio host caught porch pirating, and it's just pictures of me, getting caught by Ring cameras,
Now, see, what I think of when you set the cows in the back, what I picture is you pulling in one morning, and there's just cows in the back, and Chewy and Bigfoot are sleeping here on the couch because they've been out all night stealing cows.
I'm pretty sure he's been doing that with groundhog or gophers. Are they gophers or groundhogs?
I think they're groundhogs.
Groundhogs. I'm pretty sure
they're vermin is what they are.
I'm pretty sure he's been doing that with the groundhogs. He's like creating a whole groundhog army.
There's 8 or 9 now.
Yeah, he's gonna try and take over the station. Him and the groundhogs. Groundhog radio.
I think we need to get Chat GPT to get you and Bigfoot out there with the cows.
We could do that.
That could happen.
That's my side hustle is cattle rustling.
All right, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll see what else is going on in and around Winchester with Sammy D in studio. It is a What the Florida Friday on ESPN Radio 1340, 106.9 WCDT Winchester.
Spring is here, and it's time to wear it out loud at T-Shirt Spot in Tullahoma. Whether you need custom tees for your business, school, team, or just something fun for the season, T-Shirt Spot has you covered. Literally. Fresh designs, bold colors, and quality you can feel. Stop by 909 South Washington Street in Tullahoma or check them out online at tshirtspot.com. T-Shirt Spot, where your spring style starts.
This is ESPN Radio Winchester, where Franklin County comes to life. From local news and athletics to everything in between, we're proud to bring you the stories that matter right here at home. And it's all made possible by local businesses connecting with real people in our community every single day. When you support them, you support our local coverage. Over 75 years of Franklin County heritage. Want your business to be a part of it? Contact WCDT today. ESPN Radio Winchester. Franklin County plays here.
From the 931 Go Weather Center, it's time for an ESPN Radio Winchester weather update, presented by Bennett's Pharmacy.
Staying mostly cloudy today with more showers and thunderstorms headed your way. Chance of 80% today, but also it is going to be 80 degrees in our high this afternoon with some calm winds coming in the early morning at around 5 miles per hour. Go grab yourself an umbrella and stay tuned to ESPN Radio Winchester 1340 1069.
At Bennett's Pharmacy in Winchester, we're more than a pharmacy. We're your partner in health. Conveniently located at 1201 Dinah Shore Boulevard, we're here to serve you with fast, friendly, and personalized service. Need prescriptions filled? Looking for over-the-counter products? We've got you covered. Plus, enjoy local delivery and expert advice from our caring team. Call us today at 931-967-2777 or stop by Bennett's Pharmacy at 1201 Dinah Shore Boulevard today.
Well, that was an interesting last segment. Let's try that again. Back to Joe Abraham and Chewy. This is the starting lineup on ESPN Radio Winchester.
Back here on the starting lineup, ESPN Radio 1340, 106.9 WCDT Winchester. That is tremendous. Joe Abraham alongside Sammy D and Chewy. Are those the two suspects that were caught?
Yeah, so we just had a tip come in.
All right, we'll have to release the photo.
Apparently there's footage of Chewy and Bigfoot out doing some cattle rustling.
So it is May 29th, which yesterday was apparently National Hamburger Day and National Brisket Day. Today, National Alligator Day. It's also Creed's birthday.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Creed.
Yes. Turns a big 6.
So I'd like it known. Chewy got gifts this morning from Sammy D.
Look at this.
Paisley Creed sending gifts in.
Crocheted art. It's wonderful.
Crocheted him a Crocheted him a P-ow baseball bat. And Chewy got 2 cards.
2 invitations.
2 invitations. Not 1 but 2. And Sammy D said, "Well, they're for the station.
It's for everybody.
For everybody."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm fairly certain we're going to crack both of those open, and they're going to say Chewy.
W's in the chat for Creed's birthday.
But not Joe.
Not Joe.
Yeah, not Joe.
Yeah, probably not.
Oh, and you can come too, Joe.
But but happy birthday to Creed.
Happy birthday, Creed. 6 years old.
Hitting dingers.
Yes.
When's y'all's next game?
So we are scheduled for the end of the season countywide tournament tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Ooh. What time?
I think our first game's at 9:15.
Oh, so is it like an all-day thing?
Yeah, it's a bracket style tournament, single elimination.
Wow.
Okay. Single elimination.
Mm-hmm.
So if you win, I mean, are you going to play through the whole tournament tomorrow?
Yes.
The whole tournament is tomorrow?
Yes.
Oh, man. So you guys are going to be, well, again, he's on the air. What did I just say? This morning, I've been talking about champions are made. Knock on wood. I'm not going to jinx him. But this is where champions are made. So you guys went through the regular season undefeated.
We did. Mm-hmm.
And do you have all your cupcakes prepared for tomorrow?
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of... It's going to be a large investment of cupcakes.
I was supposed to say, it's like a couple $100 worth of cupcakes.
You get Sammy D an endorsement deal, right?
That's right.
We got to partner up with one of these.
Partner with Publix.
Yeah, something.
Since they've got that good buttercream.
Yeah.
All right.
So if we win,
9 o'clock in the morning.
So we would
Field's
play.
Still gonna be wet.
We would play 9:15, 10:30, and then the championship is at 1:15.
And that's if you don't get knocked out of the bracket early.
Correct. So, yeah, I mean, we come in as a 1 seed. There's another team from Estill that's a 2 seed. There's a 3 seed out of Winchester, and then number 4 seed is another Estill team. And then 5, 6, and 7 are Huntland teams. Yeah, so there's 10 teams in this tournament.
Dang.
Yeah,
Get them.
We're excited. Hopefully the weather will spare us and let us get this done.
All right. Well, good luck. All right. So we talked about the cattle rustling thing. All jokes aside, and Chewy and Bigfoot, listen, innocent until proven guilty. What else you got going on in and around Franklin County?
So we've got an event coming up that I want to plug. It's something that we've partnered with the Prevention Coalition on, TWRA, and also some other local fire departments are going to be involved. It's an event called Badges and Bobbers. And are you guys aware of this?
I am, yeah.
Yeah. So that's June 12th from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. out at Morris Ferry Boat Ramp. And that's going to be a fun event. It's free to the youth. They can come out. Rods, bait, instruction will all be provided. So, if you've got a young fisherman, bring them out too. It's not just for people to learn how to fish. If you've got a young fisherman, and bring them out, and they can maybe they can help us teach some of the kids that will be learning how to fish on that day.
So we are actually going to have, I believe Miss Felicia and Eric are coming in from the Prevention Coalition next Thursday to talk more about this event. And we have everybody who's been involved in it has heard the comments. Oh, you guys missed a really good opportunity to name it Cops and Bobbers.
That's what I wanted to call it. That was what it was being called originally.
Well, but you guys are also you were nice enough to include the fire department and the TWRA, so it became Badges and Bobbers.
Right.
But
it's still a good name.
Yeah, we the name was initially thrown out there.
Cops and Bobbers.
Yeah, I mean when this thing was when Felicia and I were putting this idea together. I was pushing for Cops and Bobbers.
And that's the first comment people say, oh, you should have named it Cops and Bobbers. Now, as far as you're a very competitive person, as far as the fire department and the TWRA are concerned, have you figured out any kind of way to make a little friendly competition within this thing? Like your crew is going to help kids catch more fish than their crew.
I'm sure it will turn into a competition of some sort. I'm sure. I guarantee you they'll be hollering down the bank, "Hey, we got another one over here!" And I'm sure it'll be. It will surely be competitive.
Oh, everyone's got a clicker. Yeah, someone's got a clicker on everyone's team.
They'll be. Oh yeah, this one over here was 4 pounds.
What?
But it's a great thing, and we're super excited. This will be one of those community involvement events that we love so much at the sheriff's office. Again, our Sheriff Tim Fuller, encourages these things, and he's a huge supporter of these type of events. He'll be there for this one. And again, if you're brand new to fishing, there will be rods and bait provided, instruction provided by officers and firefighters. And come hungry. There'll also be food provided.
Oh, okay.
So, what is Camp Thrive? Because that's on the flyer. Do you familiar with that?
I am, but I don't want to give misinformation on this. But Camp Thrive is essentially a program that the name kind of says it. It's designed to help kids.
A youth camp for.
Yep. To thrive and be better versions of themselves.
Youth enrichment program.
There you go. You said it perfectly.
Well, tune in. Look at Chewy over here. Thinks he's something. Tune in next Thursday. Just stay over there and on your side of the desk, okay?
That guy gets 2 cards and he's
I know.
Big head.
Jeez. Anyway, no. Next Thursday. Make sure to tune in. Felicia and Eric will be in again, and we'll have more information for you as well. But it's coming up on June 12th, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. over at the Morris Ferry Boat Ramp. All right. You got anything else going
on? Yeah, it's just been a busy week.
Yeah.
We're going to be putting out a story later today. Had several drug busts this week, so we'll do an update and all that. And then I know we've talked about it, and just as a reminder to everybody out there listening, we are getting into the boating season. It's summer. The kids are out. Just please have safety in mind. Again, I always say if the lake is dangerous, wear your wear your seatbelt, wear your life jacket.
As far as the alcohol in the boats and other things like that goes as well, that is something I don't think people take seriously enough. When you're out there on the water, it's easy to become more dehydrated, and alcohol in the sun and other things like that. If you're driving a boat, bad idea, my friend.
Yeah, and if you guys have been out to Bluegill Grill, you guys ever go out there?
Yeah.
All right, right by the ramp, there is a little display there, and it looks like somebody made it. I don't know where it's from, but it essentially has the message on there. Nobody has been pulled from the lake that was wearing a life jacket, and it has free life jackets out there for people to take and use. So when you're out there on the water, please wear your life jacket.
Definitely. All right, let's get a quick break in here, and when we come back, we'll start moving into some. I mean, it is a What the Florida Friday, so we'll start moving into some goofiness, as long as you've got everything out there that you need to put out there.
Yeah, I think so. We gave the information about the cattle theft.
Let me ask you this before we hit the break, though. So you mentioned the drug arrests and some of the other things that you guys are working on. From a sheriff's department side of things, how do you? Because there are multiple different agencies like police departments and stuff like that in Franklin County. How do you guys work with and integrate with other departments across the county on stuff like that might be more, I don't know, if you've got a department that's looking into something, or if you've got crimes that are being held, like happening within a city and stuff like that, like where does I don't know how to put it, but at what point in time do you guys step in and work with these different agencies to get stuff done from a resources standpoint and other things like that? Because we're talking about the sheriff's race and other things, but I want to gain more of an understanding of how the sheriff's department works with the different police departments in the area.
Yeah, it's a great question. So since I've been at the sheriff's office, that's 2007, our department has always done what I feel is a great job working with other departments. And here's what we know. Criminals do not stay within these invisible lines of jurisdiction. Crimes that happen here may be linked to crimes in other counties, other states. So we feel we do a really good job at partnering with other local agencies, state agencies, and there may come a time where a drug offense happens here in Franklin County. Well, the information may lead to Coffee County, then to Davidson County, and then outside of that, it may go to another state.
Right.
So we're always willing to work with other agencies, and thankfully, because we do that, they're willing to work with us.
Yeah.
And that makes the war on these illicit substances a lot easier when everybody's working together.
Well, you see a lot of, like, on these TV shows and stuff, they'll be like, oh, you're not going to come in and this is my jurisdiction and all that type of stuff. And there's very, like, this competitive kind of nature. But it doesn't feel like that's the situation here locally, really.
No, and thankfully so. The folks we work with are incredible. They really are, in our agency, into the other agencies. And we've, occasionally, there might be a disagreement about something, but it's not like the TV shows, Joe, where everybody's,
Told you, Chewy.
Yeah, it's just not like that.
Yeah.
Whether it's law enforcement or any type of business, there could be a disagreement, but it's not the way it's portrayed on TV.
Right.
We got to do this. We got to keep these guys out.
Yeah.
That whole thing, no, that's not.
Unless the feds show up.
Yeah.
No one likes those guys.
Just kidding. We work with DEA and FBI all the time.
Yeah,
and the Marshals.
really?
Yeah.
The TBI.
Felicia Kelsey jumped in saying "Whistling Pig Army" or "Whistle Pig Army."
She's talking about your chipmunks and your army you were putting together.
Oh yeah, Whistle Pig. Yeah, okay.
Apparently, that's what they call them in other parts of the country.
Okay. Cool.
A Whistle Pig Army?
I kind of like that, to be honest with you. The Whistle Pigs. That'd
Don't
be
give
my
him any
mascot
ideas. He's
for a
already
team.
amassing an entire, like, organized crime unit of groundhogs.
He's got.
I'm using them to herd the cattle into the backyard.
That's what I was saying. He started with groundhogs, and now they're moving to cattle.
Man. Anyway, all right, we'll be back on the other side. Thank you for the information on that.
Yes, sir.
It was interesting. We'll be back on the other side. It is a What the Florida Friday. You're tuned in to ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester.
The Tennessee Lifeline Peer Project connects individuals and families to addiction recovery resources right here in Franklin County and across our region, from treatment referrals and 12-step meetings to education and ongoing support. Because recovery happens when we're stronger together, and life truly is stronger without it. Learn more at fcpctn.org/TNLifeline or call 931-464-0725. Funded under a grant contract with the Tennessee Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services.
No two patients are alike. High Point Health with Ascension St. Thomas delivers care centered around your health, your goals, your story, your recovery. From routine checkups to critical procedures, we use today's medical technology and advanced clinical practices to help you feel better, recover faster, and return home to the community you love. We don't just specialize in care, we specialize in you. Learn more at highpointhealthsystem.com.
Hey, it's Chewy, and if you've got pests, you need the folks that I trust. Burrell's Termite and Pest Control. They're right here in the heart of Estill Springs at 101 North Main Street, taking care of everything from termites and ants to spiders and those little critters that love sneaking into your home. Burrell's is family-owned, they're local, and they've been protecting homes around here for years. So don't wait, swing by or check them out over there online at burrellstermite.com. Burrell's Termite and Pest Control. They'll treat you right and treat your home even better.
It's time for a local news break from the 931 Go News Center.
Winchester police say a case involving damage at the City Park soccer fields has been solved following strong community support. Over the Memorial Day weekend, a small white pickup truck, possibly an S10, was captured on video running through a fence at the soccer fields. Minutes later, a white four-door truck with flashing wheel lights arrived and attempted to pull the vehicle out. Police say the effort caused even more damage to the fencing. The incident resulted in significant destruction to the park property. Thanks to tips and assistance from the public, authorities report the case has now been resolved. No additional details have been released at this time. In education news, Tullahoma City Schools has received more than $72,000 in grant funding from the Tullahoma Educational Foundation for Excellence. Little Cats Learning Academy was awarded $34,300 to support its upcoming move to the former Jack T. Farah Elementary Building. Funding will help install an infant and toddler playground, expand preschool swings, and purchase classroom furniture. Tullahoma High School received more than $24,000 to upgrade health science classrooms with 2 advanced nursing mannequins. Additional grants will fund an interactive math display, a STEM racing simulator, cosmetology barbering supplies, and a digital platform for the work-based learning program. Jack T. Farah Elementary was awarded more than $11,000 for several initiatives, including an after-school Spanish enrichment program through Roots and Wings, upgrades to its outdoor science deck, math program enhancements, and new literacy tools for kindergarten classrooms. Robert E. Lee Elementary also received funding to support a 4th grade field trip to the U.S. Space and Rocket Center in Huntsville. School officials say these grants continue to play a critical role in expanding educational opportunities for students across Tullahoma. For more details on these stories and more, visit 931go.com. Stay informed and stay connected to your community with ESPN Radio Winchester.
When it comes to caring for your loved ones, choose a name you can trust. Inhabit Home Health in Winchester, located at 2068 Cowan Highway. We're here to provide compassionate professional care right in the comfort of your own home. From skilled nursing to therapy services, our team is dedicated to helping you or your loved ones achieve the best quality of life. Call Inhabit Home Health today at 931-967-0633 to learn more about our personalized care plans.
One thing has never changed in Winchester, Tennessee. Hall Furniture has been there through it all. 3 generations, decades of trust, and the commitment to quality, value, and service that still comes first today. As we celebrate over 75 years in business, we want to say thank you to our loyal customers, our community, and to everyone who has made Hall Furniture a Winchester tradition. Hall Furniture, here's to another 75 years of helping you make a house feel like home.
We apologize if this is your first time, but yes, unfortunately, this is normal. You're listening to the starting lineup on ESPN Radio 1340-1069, WCDT Winchester.
Back here on the starting lineup, ESPN Radio 1340-1069, WCDT Winchester. I am Joe Abraham in studio with Chewy the Cattle Rustler.
Yeehaw.
Speculated cattle rustler. And Sammy D. And it is time now for a What the Florida Friday outside of Florida, or maybe outside of Florida. So we have decided that Florida shouldn't get all the love, and if there are crazy things going on, it shouldn't matter what jurisdiction they are in, what state they are in.
What matters is your heart.
Yes.
You're a Florida man at heart.
Which is funny because a lot of times it'll be like a crime that happened in California, and we'll start reading it, and it'll be like, John Smith
of
from
Naples, Florida.
From Bradenton, Florida. So we'll start by going out to California. A group of police officers were enjoying a break from crime fighting, Sammy D, at a local coffee roaster when they heard faint cries coming from within the walls. The sounds were coming from a burglary suspect who had fallen off an adjacent movie theater roof and landed in a wall space where he was trapped for 10 hours before he became rescued. Got rescued. Before he was rescued. According to authorities. Officers were inside of a Brewgie, a Main Street coffee shop in Salinas on Sunday, getting their morning coffee, and they heard calls for help from nearby, according to the police department's social media post. The officers looked around the area, including inside the nearby Maya Cinema, and realized that the yelling was coming from inside the wall between the coffee shop and the theater. They knocked on the wall and heard knocking back.
Oh my God, that's so horrifying. Could you imagine?
Yeah, so the officers cut into the wall and they how about this? They cut into the wall and uncovered only cinder block and cement. So to get to the trapped man, firefighters had to then cut through another section of adjoining wall, and they then rescued Isaac Valencia, who had been trapped there for 10 hours.
Good Lord.
Wow.
That is my worst nightmare.
Yeah, yeah.
The boys were playing a video game. There's actually a picture of them, like, cutting into the wall. The boys were playing a video game yesterday. I don't know about you guys and, like, tight spaces, but I've got two really big fears, heights and, like, claustrophobia. They were playing this game yesterday where you dig down and, like, try and escape from a zoo. And don't ask. I don't know. And Crosby dug this hole that was so tight, and I come into the room and I'm watching on the TV, and they're playing together. Walter's trying to get down in the hole that Crosby had dug, and it was so tight it gave me anxiety. It makes my chest tight just thinking about it. I had to leave the room. Okay. And it was a video game. This terrifies me. I mean, could you imagine getting stuck in a wall?
It'd be really funny is if like the cops heard the knocking, and after they did that, and they instead imagine you're in the wall, and then on the other side you hear like a bunch of ghost hunters show up, and they set up their equipment. And you're like, who are you? What was your name?
Jeez,
that would have been my first reaction. Is like, you guys got a full on ghost.
Yeah, that's terrifying. It didn't. What is the movie that the girl's father falls down? He was trying to be Santa Claus with the little gremlins.
Oh, yeah.
The girl's father tries to be Santa Claus and falls in the chimney.
Yeah.
Breaks his neck. That's terrifying. All right.
Yeah, so I don't have the backstory on a lot of these, but I just did a quick search to give me the funniest headline of an arrest. And some of these we've already covered, so
okay.
I'm going to skip those. Did we cover the Florida man arrested for practicing karate on swans?
What?
I think we did.
I think we did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is tremendous. That's almost as good as, Tennessee man cattle rustles with his groundhogs.
and Bigfoot.
And Bigfoot.
Drunk driver pulled over while trying to order Taco Bell at a bank ATM.
Oh, my God.
I'll have the number 2. Please enter your PIN number.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I would have been furious, though. You stick your card in there thinking you're buying something, you take it back out, and you don't get anything. I would have been like,
I told you about the story that I have.
Sucks.
Dude, I told you about the story where I lost like $30 at a Taco Bell doing something similar to that.
What'd you do?
I didn't tell you that story?
I don't think so.
So I went to a Taco Bell, and the only card I had with me was my Venmo card. And I thought I had like $100 on this thing.
Yeah.
Turns out I only had like $25-30 on it. And so Jack and I had just spent all evening doing a basketball game or something like that, and we're coming back. We're starving. So we go through, and we order a bunch of food because I, again, didn't think money was an issue. And I pull out my wallet, and I'm like, oh, crap, this is the only card I have. So I stick it in there. No problem. I've got money in there. It was $32, and I only had $30. So it comes back, and it's like, please pay the rest of your balance. So I go over to the counter, and I'm like, I screwed up. This is apparently the only card I have. I just checked my balance. There's only like $30 in there. I tell you guys I'm broke all the time. You don't believe me. I was like, can you just take some of the things off of there so that we can get our order? They're like, no, we can't do that. I'm like, wait. So I just paid you $30. Now I got to wait 2 days for you to refund me my money before that money's back on my card, so I can't eat dinner tonight. Yeah, we can't do that. But it'll go back on in, 24 to 48 hours. Guess what? Never went back on. They just took my money and didn't give it back, and I didn't get no tacos. Yeah, long story.
Terrible story.
Yeah, because I was hungry.
Because I was hungry, he says.
Another one that jumps out at me, and I can't remember if we talked about this one. This feels like a Florida case. Suspect blames cat for meth pipe during traffic stop.
Okay, go ahead. I need to know what the excuse on this one was.
How about this one? New York driver of car with "Sorry, officer, I thought you wanted to race" sticker arrested after pursuit.
They're so funny.
Yeah, that sounds...
Those are my favorite. Like, we did that one of the guy who says, "I have drugs for sale" or whatever. Do you remember the Kmart guy? Yeah.
Wasn't one of them wearing a shirt like it said drug dealer?
Yeah. I have drugs.
I have drugs. That's it. Yeah, that's actually one of the headlines. Man arrested wearing "No seriously, I have drugs" shirt.
How about this one? This one's actually scary. So I've got two back to back. Viral video shows handcuffed woman escaped through Michigan cruiser window. But on the flip side of that one, man found dead 4 days after getting into unlocked California police cruiser. I think that he broke into the police cruiser, unbeknownst to, the police department, and then got stuck in there. They didn't know he was in there.
Oh, no. Yeah.
That's terrifying, too.
That's horrifying.
Yeah, what I'm assuming is that he got into the back seat.
Right.
And you can't open those doors from the inside.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
So you never know. That person may have just been trying to find a place to sleep, whatever, and that's a tragic one there.
Yeah.
That's a bad one. Man arrested after calling 911 to ask if he had a warrant.
Why don't you come down to the station? We'll look it up for you.
He did indeed have a warrant.
Yeah.
He was arrested.
Brutal. Missouri Police Department discovers fentanyl in Barbie dolls sold at discount store. That's like straight out of something about a Batman.
Yeah, that's a horrifying. That's so sad.
Where did all the drugs go?
Yeah. I got this Barbie doll collection. You don't understand.
Nobody will buy this Barbie. It's one of the knockoff ones.
Nobody will suspect it being inside of a Barbie doll.
Just go buy 30 of these knockoff Barbie dolls.
I can see somehow like the Penguin is the mastermind behind this.
Yeah. My niece really likes these Barbies.
So deputies arrest man who tried to pay bond with counterfeit money.
That's ballsy. Like that, like especially if like it was intentional.
Oh, it was definitely intentional.
Dude, that is wild. Like, how did you get to this point? You know what I mean? Where it's like, what decisions did we make? Was he trying to get back at him, or did he just genuinely think?
I think he was just trying to pass off the counterfeit.
Golly.
Wanted man answers door wearing "Nobody Catches Me" T-shirt. He was indeed caught.
Massachusetts man driving front end loader leads police on a slow speed pursuit. What's your plan of escape?
Yeah.
You're driving a front end loader 15 miles an hour down the highway in Worcester. What the heck are you going to do?
Well, those cases come around every so often.
Yeah.
With bulldozers or really heavy pieces of equipment, and that is a dangerous situation.
I know about one in particular where a guy. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Don't give anybody any ideas.
All right, maybe I won't
let's just say there was a dozer.
Yeah.
And it was armored.
Yeah.
And he was really mad at the city.
Yeah. He had a bone to pick with a few people.
Yep.
That's actually a crazy story. All right.
That is a crazy story.
Can we show you the video?
If it hadn't have been for that basement, he would still be rolling around.
Dang! Oh, Lord.
You know that's how he stopped, right? Like he drove into a building and it fell down into the basement.
I didn't know that, yeah.
Yeah.
That's spooky.
Ohio police capture 11-year-old driver, 8 and 12-year-old passengers after pursuit of stolen car.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
Have you ever heard anything like that?
Yeah. Sadly, that's not that uncommon.
I do know. I went to middle school with a girl who stole a car with one of her friends, and she came back after being gone for like a week, and she said that she wasn't allowed to get her license until she was like 21 or 25 or something like that, where they like postponed her license thing. So she was like 14 too. So like she was ready, and took it away.
Did we cover this? This feels very, very Florida man. Naked man arrested after declaring himself mayor of Dollar General.
That sounds familiar, but I feel like that probably happens on a regular basis. And two, there are so many Dollar Generals. I do feel like some of them, should
Need a
maybe
mayor?
have mayors. Yeah.
It's a Dollar General fiefdom. Yeah, you have to take over your particular Dollar General.
But how is that an arrestable offense?
I don't know. He's naked.
Yeah, I think the nakedness is what got him arrested.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I don't think the declaration was the illegal part. I think you're allowed to just walk in. I can go into Walmart right now and say, "I'm the mayor." And
Well, hold on.
Some things are going to change around here.
Question, though. Question. Because this is worth noting.
Yeah.
If he declared himself the mayor before he was naked, then he could have changed some laws within the walls of that Dollar General.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just saying. Maybe he
Well-
wrote some new...
he wrote some new bylaws for the.
Yeah,
there's a new sheriff in town.
That's still indecent exposure.
Dang it. All right. I was just trying to help the guy out a little bit. That would be my defense if I was his attorney.
Your Honor.
Your Honor.
I changed the law. I am the law. I triple dog.
Do you know who I am in this Dollar General?
I will be addressed in accordance to my court.
Also, I feel like he pronounced it. This guy probably pronounces it Dollar General.
Oh, yeah, it was definitely Gentral.
Gentral, yeah.
I'm the mayor of Dollar General.
Oh, gosh.
And you will address me as such, son.
Carjacking.
You can do my lord.
Carjacking crash leads New York PD cops to 600 pounds of marijuana.
Dang.
I feel like 600 pounds of marijuana is a lot of marijuana.
That is excessive.
I feel like, dried leaves don't weigh a lot, which that just seems like a not a ton, because a ton is a ton. That seems like an excessive amount.
Too much, in the very least.
How much is too much? Probably that much.
Doug Garrett jumped in saying, Good morning, Doug Garrett. We were talking about you earlier.
I think
Good things.
Good things.
That I'm just sitting here. You're like, you started to say, that sounds like a ton. Well, actually, Joe, that's like 3/10 of a ton.
That's what I was about to say, and I was like, don't be stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
How do you even fit 600 pounds of that in a sedan? You know what I mean? Like
I don't know.
That seems like a lot. Like you're stacking that up to the ceiling. You better not get pulled over.
So that sounds like what we would call a suicide load. That's when folks get so comfortable making those trips, transporting narcotics. They literally don't even take the time to really hide it in the vehicle. They will literally just throw it in the trunk, throw it in the back seat, and just go. They're just that comfortable.
Is it because it just becomes so routine for them to do it, and they just don't think about it? That's actually a spooky thought.
Yeah. No, that's a real thing. Folks do that.
Here's a good one. Speaking of cattle rustling, a report of suspicious activity, this is in Alliance, Ohio, in a Walmart parking lot, took an unexpected turn when Alliance police officer found a man riding a bull near the store entrance. No, not like a bull like on the machine where you put the quarter in and that type of thing. No, a male with a cowboy hat riding a whitish bull in the parking lot. Quote says, if I'm reading this right, is he actually riding a real bull? Hook asked the dispatcher, according to a post on the department's Facebook page. Yeah.
Wow.
Wild.
What's whitish?
I have a lot of questions. Well, it was kind of like white and
color.
gray.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, that's how I describe Joe in the summertime. He's whitish. You know? He's got that that olive tone skin, Oh, he's whitish.
Can you imagine being the person who called that in though? Yeah, I'm sitting at the Walmart.
He's like he didn't even get out of his car.
And it's got to be one of those towns where everybody knows each other.
Right.
Like Tim is on a bull. Can you send Jerry over here in the cruiser and get Tim off of this bull?
I wonder. There was that one where you ever like have one of those where you see something and it's almost like that's too much. Like, you have to call in somebody else to come see it. I wonder if that happens like with police officers and
Come take a picture of this guy on a bull before we.
Where you're like staring at something and you can't believe it's actually happening, and you're like, I gotta get someone over here to come look at this.
Well, here's what we know: real life is stranger than fiction.
Yeah, yeah.
Even in rural Tennessee, buddy, there's a lot of things that officers have seen in this county.
Gosh.
And they are crazy. I just, that last one there, it's like somebody calls, they're like, you better get over here. Tim is hammered. He's on a bull.
He's on a bull.
It's not a mechanical bull.
He doesn't even own cattle. I don't know where he got this. But somebody come get him. He almost ran into a Grand Prix in the parking lot.
He keeps trying to eat all the grass.
Bigfoot are in the parking lot giving out bull rides for $5 a pop.
Yeah.
It's just a trail of dung, like all the way up to the parking lot, just smeared and ruined the concrete. He's eating the grass.
This one's topical here. And again, I don't have the backstory on these. I just said, give me the best headlines. Real headlines, I should point out. Suspect attempts to evade police by blending in with cows.
He's like on all fours eating grass.
You can't see me.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's literally eating grass. Like, that'd be interesting. Moo, officer.
All right. Last one from me. Massachusetts man breaks into home naked, makes himself comfortable. Boston police say a man allegedly broke into a Beacon Hill home while the family was inside. The resident reportedly found him naked on the couch, smoking what appeared to be a crack pipe. When the police arrived, they found him upstairs, still naked, sitting on the toilet. He was arrested on breaking and entering, vandalism, and lewdness-related charges.
Jeez. Makes you want to lock your door.
Not an Airbnb.
No.
It's amazing to me. People, this is Boston. I imagine that happening like here, and
it'd be a little bit different.
Yeah, a little bit. I can't imagine a naked guy trying to break into a house down here. It'd be a bad outcome for that man.
So, this is the headline from this story, and this one's really good. I've got this one and another one. Suspect hides from police in pond, betrayed by snorkel. That's all it says, which is great.
Just like a bright yellow snorkel sitting out of
it probably was like an orange one.
Yeah, like the little ponds in front of Walmart. It's what I'm picturing. You just see this. You just see a bright yellow snorkel.
The last one. Man arrested while trying to cash $1 million check at gas station.
That's funny.
That's true. Like, what was he thinking? He's
it says $1 million on there.
That's right. You got to give me the $1 million.
Just made out to himself. $1 million. Who walks into how many gas stations keep $1 million in cash? And who thinks that a gas station keeps $1 million cash?
Hey, you never know until you try it.
Banks don't keep $1 million cash. So
he tried.
Chewy?
Yes, sir.
You and Bigfoot don't be getting any ideas.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I will totally rat you out. I'm watching you.
He's just mad that I wouldn't cut him in on the deal.
That's right.
Doesn't matter why I'm mad. Point is, I will call you out, and Sammy D will be here, walk you out of the front door in a handcuff.
I can't wait for that day. Yeah. Somebody has to get a picture of that. Yeah.
All right. For Chewy and Sammy D, I am Joe Abraham. We appreciate you tuning in all week long, and especially on this What the Florida Friday. Coming up on the other side, Reliable Rentals Swap and Shop, and then later today, Unleashed with Chewy for the final time.
It's going to be a good one.
It's going to be a good one.
Okay.
Don't put any more pressure on him.
Yeah.
This is the starting lineup. ESPN Radio, 1340, 1069, WCDT Winchester.